Welcome to Pep Talk with Wendy Summers. This portion of the Pensacola Expert Panel is sponsored and presented by Pensacola Home Experts and your host, Bill Sheffield, who is responsible for the content. Views and opinions expressed do not necessarily represent those of News Radio 1620.
News Radio 1620, welcome.
First and foremost, good morning to Wendy Summers. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Good to see you, Bill.
I came in today, John, and she's out there in the balcony dancing. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, am I at the right place? What time is this?
It's a good show.
She was having some fun this morning.
You just never know what you're going to get.
That's it. Hey, Wendy, did you meet Jon Pruitt?
I did. He's very handsome.
Wow. He's married. So
Yeah, I'm married.
Well,
Sorry.
I'm married too, but that does not mean I'm not blind. And my husband would be fine with it.
Listen to this. He's with J W Dunnrignt. But we're going to tell you a story about that name in a little while. It's kind of funny.
All right.
You know what? My name is Bill Sheffield. And did I turn my phone off?
You know, why is it that I say he's handsome and immediately he's married?
I didn't go there just to let you know.
I was just
Jeez, Bill,
flattered.
calm down.
I know. Let me see. Okay, Jennifer's got it. Let me just turn off my phone, turn my sound down. Okay, we're ready to go. You can call in now.
All right.
437-1620 for all your questions. If you want to text me a question, text me at 850-261-5133. Two other ways. Go to Facebook.
There you go.
Pensacola Home on Facebook. Let us know your questions. Or, of course, you can go to 1620's page and send us any questions that you have about the real estate market happening right now. But first and foremost, Wendy, I want to introduce Jon Pruitt with J W Dunnrignt Construction, who is our special guest today.
Very good.
Welcome, John.
Thank you for having me.
Good to have you.
Glad to be here.
All right, I want to start off with this J W Dunnrignt story.
It's a great story.
J W Dunnrignt sounds like a very proficient name, doesn't it, Wendy?
I like it.
It sounds professional. Sounds like it's, kind of got a little blue blood in it, stuff like that.
That's right.
Now tell us about J W Dunnrignt, the person.
J W Dunnrignt, the person, is a great man. He's in and out of the hospital a lot, mainly because he doesn't exist. We get a lot of that. People calling in. Can I speak to Mr. Dunnrignt? I can get you John or Mike because we're the owners. And like, well, I've already spoken with Mr. Dunnrignt. I need to speak with him. And the staff just looks at the phone like, really?
I would just be like, click.
No, I wouldn't do that. But it's a funny story. But how it all started is Mike Robb, my business partner, started this company in 1990 in Annapolis, Maryland. And he relocated here to the South. He's former Navy.
Okay.
And I relocated down here from Tennessee. And
God's country.
You being from Tennessee. There you go.
Say a little silent prayer for Tennessee to win some football games this year. Go ahead.
We'll keep praying for that.
We're listening.
So we relocated down here, and I had another company called Pruitt Home Improvements. He had J W Dunnrignt Construction. We both got swamped. Started doing a lot of projects together, and we both decided to just merge them together. Mm-hmm. And that's how it all came to be. So we have a door in our office that actually leads to another office out to nowhere. We're going to put a plaque on it that says J W Dunnrignt so people think that's his office.
So the name of the company that sounds like a very proficient human being does not exist.
It's very deceiving, very fraudulent there.
I love that. That's just incredible.
I like it.
I do too. I thought when he was first telling me, I said, man, that's radio stuff there. We got to tell that story.
Yeah, actually
like
somebody in one of our groups we're a part of actually said, Mike came out to give me an estimate. I guess J W Dunnrignt was too busy. I guess he didn't even know that it doesn't exist. We've known the guy for over a year.
I reckon so. Can I talk about the market for a little bit?
Let's do it because it is picking up and booming.
I tell you, we're it's incredible times. I have absolutely determined that now is the best time to buy a home I've seen in my real estate career over 17 years.
It's a phenomenal time.
And here's some things to think about. First of all, at present time, I checked this morning. We have a little over 2,500 single-family homes for sale. Not the condos. We got about 3,600 if you put the condos in. But single-family homes, we got about 2,500. When you take out all of the homes John, that are not that just put into 3 to 4 bedroom homes, 2 to 3 bathrooms, one a 2-car garage.
The important homes.
The important homes. We got 900 homes available for folks right now, and those are from price ranges from $100,000 to $250,000. So the typical our market price, average price right now is about $144,000. So when you stop to think about that, we have a very, very good selection of homes right now. Now, a lot of those include the builders that are building the homes that are in those price ranges. So when you factor that in, that when a buyer comes into the marketplace and says, I'm ready to buy a home, they've got a good selection. Secondly is the interest rates.
They're phenomenal. I don't know. You need to buy now before they start going north.
Well, I also did a comparison, and at present time, you can buy a home for what you would have basically paid for it in 2003. Okay, what kind of vehicle you drive?
I drive an F-150.
2007, 2010.
2010.
But a 2013 F-150 fully loaded, we're talking $40,000, aren't we?
Yeah, you're talking about 47 now, yeah.
Now, suppose you could go buy that truck for what you would have paid for it in 2003.
I actually happen to know that price, and it's about $12,000 more now than it was back then.
Okay, so that's another factor.
Yeah.
The house prices are just priced is what they used to be, but that 3.5%, people have no idea. If you're paying $1,000 a month rent, Wendy, you can buy a $160,000 house. And you know yourself, John, that is a nice 2,000 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage with a privacy fence in the back. That's a nice home.
Yep.
For what you're paying for rent. And when you're renting, you're not getting any tax benefits of that. You're not getting any benefits other than that. They can't call you in a rental house to change the bathroom, can they?
No, they cannot. And
actually, who's got to approve that?
Actually, it's funny because we do get those calls. That's actually one of the first questions we ask. Do you own the home?
Right.
When you call in, because people will get estimates for their landlord.
Oh, I know.
You need to do this. Here's the price.
Yeah, I know. But unfortunately, if they don't own the house, they can't. So that's my little real estate story. Is that quit waiting, you quit getting off the dime. Go to PensacolaHome.com. Go to my Facebook page. Text me at 850-261-5133 and get off the dime and start buying houses. As a matter of fact, this Saturday, 9 o'clock at Main Street Properties, 1313 Creighton Road, we're having a home buyer class. This is going to carry you from the start to the finish, to let you know how easy everything is. You know what? With Pensacola Home Experts, we were talking downstairs. If they're buying a house, all they got to do is sign the paperwork. We're going to take care of everything else for them.
Yes, that is what we have going on here is something amazing. I'll tell you that.
Good deal. All right, now I ain't got them convinced yet. I don't think they're just going to have to call us. Tell me about first Jon Pruitt when you got here. You got to Pensacola in 2004.
Yep.
Tell me. Yep. You can't say yep on the radio.
Can't say yep.
You can, but you got to say something else with it.
I thought there was a follow-up question.
No.
Apparently, the interviewer's as bad as the interviewee.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm just so glad that Bill just gets to feel my pain just a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Got here in 2004.
Well, I guess next time you're going to nod your head.
Yeah. Actually, I have been nodding my head.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah. I think I'm starting to get it now, actually. So, 2004. And
came here from Cleveland, Tennessee.
Cleveland, Tennessee.
Keep talking.
It is. It's God's country up there, as you said. 2004, Mike and I merged together in 2006. It's been a really fun ride. The recession wasn't as fun, but you know what? We prospered during that time. We grew. We actually doubled in size.
Wow.
And hopefully we'll triple in size by the end of this fiscal year. So I'm really excited about it. A lot of good things are happening with us. You know, since we are state-certified roofers, we're licensed in, I believe, 7 states.
Jeez.
Our market goes from Mobile to Destin.
Wow.
So we can help anybody, anywhere, and whatever it is, from custom homes to renovations to fire damage to roofing, we're a one-stop shop.
Okay.
And then we bring you in the mix for all the homeowners who need to buy something, and it's a win-win.
Well, Jennifer's in one BNI. You met Alex. He's in another BNI. You're in a BNI. Josh is in my BNI with us.
I think we belong to 4 BNIs. BNI is a great group.
Great networking group.
Absolutely.
And Josh was telling us this morning, y'all are doing a lot of bathrooms right now. How did that come about? Just folks started deciding to upgrade their bathrooms?
Well, I'll tell you what. If you're going to sell a home or you're going to buy a home, the first thing people look at is the master bathroom and the kitchen. And we get a ton of calls for bathrooms. And I will tell you this. Here's a little success story for those of you wanting to sell a home. We redid a bathroom, and all we did was rip out a fiberglass shower unit, put in a stand-up shower, changed out the laminate tops to granite, put in some nice, pretty fixtures and not the brass ones.
Okay.
And they sold their home in the middle of the recession within a week when they had it on the market for, I think, 4 months. And the reason they bought it was because they said the master bathroom was the best one they had looked at.
There you go.
Because it's not dated.
People need to listen to what that young man just said. I'm telling you, if you're going to, first of all, I believe that people, if they're still upside down and they're going to be in that house for a few years, go ahead and fix it up and enjoy it.
Reclaim the home of your value was something we were pitching during the entire recession. Reclaim the home of your value. Yeah. Maybe add some square footage or change out the countertops. You'll be amazed. By just changing the front door of your home, you can make your home look worth 5% more than it is.
They don't understand what benefit it is. I tell folks, all my sellers all the time, and you need to listen to this young man. I declare I'm liking him more and more because
I'm really good at making things up. You guys like this 5%? Yeah?
But the fact of it is that here's how people find homes now, John. It's on the web.
Absolutely.
70% of people find their homes before they find their realtor. Now, we do radio and everything else to try to get people to find the realtor first. But the fact of life is that they're out there searching on all of the probably 120 or 30 websites you can go find homes at right now. And what happens is they pick selections of houses. This one looks good, price is right, I'm going to drive by it. Well, they drive by the neighborhood, Wendy, and they don't like the neighborhood. Guess what? That house is done.
Toast.
The other one's up. They drive by it. They like the street. They get to the house, and the yard's bushed up, and there's cars on blocks next door. Done. Gone.
Yeah.
Folks, your neighborhood is going to determine the price of your home. I can't move it. They won't let me move houses, and it would cost too much. So if you're in a nice neighborhood, and you're not going to be in a neighborhood that's a good subdivision where they're not going to have cars up on blocks next to you, then you need to dress up that yard and you need to dress up the front of that house.
That's absolutely true. And, our motto at J W Dunnrignt is perfect is good enough.
There you go.
If you are selling your home or you are looking to buy a home, and like you said, you go into a neighborhood and it looks just a little bit run down or something, you cannot do enough to your home to spruce it up before somebody lays their first eyes on it.
That's true.
And another big one, too, if you're selling your home, you need to have a nice, beautiful picture on the property appraiser's website as well.
Yeah.
Send them a picture. They will put it on there because if someone like myself, I get calls for people maybe they want us to purchase their home as an investment.
Right.
First thing I do is I look at the property appraiser because I don't want to drive to Navarre if I don't have to.
Right.
And there is a picture on the property appraiser, and you will go the other way if it doesn't look pretty.
There you go. So what you said about the front door, people don't understand. I take buyers up to front doors all the time, and there's cobwebs up in the corner, and it's ugly and moldy, and none of the hardware is cleaned up.
Right.
Folks, for $100, you can change out hardware on the front door and pressure wash the front door, and just $100 will get all of that done.
They have all these.
I can't sell a house, John, if I can't get them in it.
What you said, you hit on something that was really interesting just now, and what you said was the hardware.
Yeah.
You ever go into a grocery store nowadays? What's the first thing next to the carts? Hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
In this day and age, we are really, really weirded out by germs and things of that.
Mm-hmm.
So who wants to open the door to hardware that looks like somebody just changed the oil in their car and it's black, but it's supposed to be a nice brushed nickel?
Yeah. And since we're talking about it, and y'all do the insides,
Yeah, we do.
Folks, paint's cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, I will triple the money on selling your house on what you spend on painting that house.
That is a very good little nugget there, and anybody can do it.
Anybody can do
Anybody
it.
can do it.
Anybody can do it. And if your carpet's been there for a while, change it.
Baseboards, people, baseboards. Clean your baseboards.
Is true. So these little simple things, we're not into money yet. We hadn't changed out a bathroom. I mean, if you changed out all of the flooring in a 2,000 square foot house, put down some pergola, put down some trick it out carpet in the bedrooms.
$8,000 or so.
Not even that. I think you can probably get it done for less than that. Probably about $3,000 or $4,000.
If you're going to do carpet, yeah, I would agree with that.
And I promise you, I'll get that money back.
I will agree with that 100%. Yep.
So it's just amazing. Now, if you want to go ahead and really, if you're in a higher house, higher end house, Lavallee, some of the upper end subdivisions up off of Spanish, in the $300,000 to $400,000 range, and it's dated. It's in the 80s. Folks, call John and change those bathrooms out. Let him come in there and trick it out.
It's definitely worth the money, and we can give you references that will prove it to you. If you don't want your home sitting on the market for 90 days, all you have to do is make a quick fix, and 2 weeks we can have that thing looking fresh.
You know what we haven't done?
What haven't we done?
Suppose they wanted to talk to you. They don't know how to call you. You better give your phone number, young man.
You just give us a call. If you're in Florida, you give us a call at 332-0030. That's 850-332-0030. And if you're in Alabama, you can call our Daphne office at 251-626-3355. That's 251-626-3355. Or the web.
There you go.
JWDunnrignt.com.
JWDunnrignt.com. I can't wait to meet that Dunnrignt guy.
Yeah, you can meet Mr. Dunnrignt. He's a great man.
I love him. I love his wife is so nice.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
And it's chilling.
And she doesn't come to the office very often, so it works out.
It's chilling here going to Tennessee. So
yeah. Well, I think we're going to send him to Florida.
Oh, no.
Mentally challenged.
Mentally challenged. Yeah,
Is there going to be a thumb wrestling event coming up here in a minute?
Leg wrestling, Indian leg wrestling style.
Oh, no, not me. You're young. I'm
That's
old.
a good.
That'd
be a good picture, actually. You got your camera ready? No picture for that one.
No.
I think people should go to youcanbuyahousenow.com so they can get all the information on your.
Actually, they can register.
Yeah,
they can register. youcanbuyahomenoww.com. Write this down. You've got your pen over there, John.
I got my pen right here.
YOU. Can buy a home.
No.
Home.
House.
House.
Home.
I can't find the website. I misspelled home when it's supposed to be house.
youcanbuyahomenoww.com.
Well, someone on your Facebook page needs to change that.
If you're on my Facebook page at JW Dunnrignt, please don't put any wrongful information, please.
Okay, let's start over.
Buy a home
now.com.
All right.
That takes you to the registration for Saturday's seminar. So you can
if
just
it's not right, it's not going to take us anywhere.
I know.
We're fixing it.
It's fixed. It's done right now. Anyway, it's going to be a good class for folks that are considering doing what we're talking about doing. Tell me about some kitchens.
Tell you about some kitchens. What do you want to know about kitchens? I can beat up some kitchens here.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is in now? You're wanting to sell your home, right? Or you're looking for a home. What is in? You know those nice 1980 houses where you walk in, or 1970s even, when you walk in the front door and you're greeted by about 13 feet away is a nice big giant wall?
Yep.
Those need to go away. Those need to go bye-bye. The new in style, you talk to decorators, you see a lot of the new custom homes that are being designed, is great rooms, family rooms, and kitchens. You know, they're all one.
Yeah.
Do away with the walls.
Absolutely.
Most of the walls around here are non-load bearing, unless you have a stick frame roof, which you don't need to know what that means, but most houses are trussed in Florida. Do away with the walls.
Okay.
Yep.
Number one, make it open.
Make it open.
Right.
I want to walk in and feel like I'm not claustrophobic.
And John, can I ask you a question about that? Because I totally agree with you. I think that's so amazing and so beautiful. I just can't ever see that going out of style. Can you? Can you ever see us going back to everything's being closed back up again?
I can tell you when it started. It started in the early middle 80s.
Yeah,
and it hadn't changed since
then.
And
they went along with a really nice one wall that is an accent wall with paneling. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Actually, no, what you said is very interesting, and I don't know if it will go away because we're going into a trend now where the kitchens, the great rooms, formal dining rooms are going away.
Yeah, they are.
They're
becoming offices.
They're becoming offices, and actually the J W Dunnrignt signature line that we're going to be rolling out with our custom homes, actually they're not there. There's an option for a formal family room, but the Nook is becoming the people want to entertain.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you what else is popular. Mark this one down. Add another garage. Go from a 2-car to a 3-car garage. How much cheaper can you do that? Building a house and coming back and adding a garage, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yeah, absolutely. And here's the funny thing. I want everybody to stop and think. Unless you're driving, I want everybody to think about your garage. Can you park your car in there?
No.
It's a storage shed.
And it's a 2-car garage.
That makes me absolutely insane. I really, if you're guilty of that, Bill, I'm coming to your house.
I'm telling you.
I don't have a garage, and people who have a garage are so fortunate, first of all, and then you're wasting it, junking it up with all your
their greed. Look what you're doing.
Matter of fact, if you're smart
stand
while
it.
you got John out there building your house, have them build you a 1 or 2 car detached garage while they're doing it.
Hey.
Is that cheaper then than coming back doing it later?
Hey, I'll tell you this. We don't do things by the square foot, but everybody wants to hear things. What does it cost a square foot? Well, let me tell you this right now. Most people, you cannot bid by the square foot. But for a rule of thumb, it's going to cost you about $75 or $65 square foot for no drywall in that garage. Okay. So you're looking at a 400 square foot garage. You're going to be upwards of around 40 grand. Okay. Something of that nature. Now, if you're building a home and you decide, hey, I want to make this a triple car garage, over the course of a $140,000 to $200,000 home, that's only going to cost you probably about $3 grand more.
I know,
and I'm just throwing out a number here. I don't have my estimator sitting here, but what sounds better?
Right.
40 or 3?
3.
Something else to remember, folks. If you're doing a house, put a gas outlet on the back of the house.
You may not want it, but somebody else later on might will.
will.
And I have seen people walk away from deals, and I've also seen people call us out and say, hey, who can you refer me to find if there's gas?
You know what it costs to
never
put
would've
gas to
thought
the
about
back of
that.
a house? Gas plumbing is the most expensive plumbing there is.
Oh, I can tell you this, that we are
Kinda
now
dangerous if
we're
you think
renovating
about
a
it.
house right now that a big tree fell through a house, and there was a gas line in the attic, and we just had to have it taken down and moved. I think it was $1,200 and something.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
Right
we got, okay. I had to wake you up over there.
No.
We got about 3
Look,
minutes
I'm,
left.
I'm
3
hanging
minutes.
on John's every word.
I'm
Isn't
telling
it true? I'm telling you, it's amazing. All right, so let's kind of recap a little bit. If they need a bathroom, kitchen, any type of thing like that, J W Dunnright's who they want to call.
We're a one-stop shop. You need a roof, you need a bathroom, you need a restaurant built, you give us a shout.
Okay.
Wow, very cool.
They did the B4 Brady's in Pace. Just to give you an illustration.
With another contractor, yep.
Type of work that they do. I've seen their work. They do a great job. They come in and give you a price, and then price is honored.
Yes.
They do what they say they're going to do, and I don't know what else you can say in this day and age. They're part of Pensacola Home Experts. We're a team of professionals designed around helping buyers and sellers make it through this job a lot easier. We want buyers to get a house for the least amount of money they have to pay. We want sellers to get every penny they can. Somewhere in the middle, there's a meeting point that satisfies everybody. But that's our mission. So what is your closing? You got 30 seconds to wrap up with everything that you wanted to say in a 30-minute program. So go ahead. Go.
Go. 30 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay. Well, the first thing is when you're looking for a contractor, there's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of good builders right now. The recession kind of weeded out a lot of the guys who weren't supposed to really be in business. Mm-hmm. And the number one thing you want to find is a seasoned contractor who's well-versed and has ethics, I guess is a good way to say it.
Yeah.
In this industry, there can be some run-ins there. And,
there you go.
Trust, you want to look around, and if a contractor can't hand you 20 references, that's not the contractor you want to go with.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm glad I met y'all. It's a pleasure having Josh in our B&I group. I'm getting to know him a lot better. We had a one-on-one, so he's a great guy.
Yeah,
Thank you for what y'all do in the community. Thank you for picking Pensacola.
Hey, it's great to be here.
I love this market. I love Pensacola. I'm just so happy to be here. It's great to have young folks like yourself that have come down to Pensacola to start and run a business. My name is Bill Sheffield. More important, my business is helping people realize their real estate dreams. I do this one buyer and seller at a time. So if you are looking for somebody that's going to look out for you, call me. My number's 850-261-5133. Find me on the web at pensacolahome.com. Follow me on Facebook at Pensacola Home. But more important than anything else, if you forget everything else we've said today, remember this: where there's a bill, there's a way. And I thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you about a week, I reckon, Wendy.
Yes, indeed. Exactly 1 week.
I expected everybody to yell, scream out where there's a way, but I didn't hear that. Let's try this one more time. Where there's a bill,
There's a way.
I love that. See you next time.
All right. Thanks, Bill. You can find them on Facebook again at facebook.com/Pensacola Home. Thanks, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. We'll meet back here tomorrow morning at 9. Listen at 4, live and local with Brandon Rathert.